Right now in Connecticut's news station, the occupation inside of an administration building in Columbia University is over, while an anti-war protest at UCLA intensifies. We will get you the latest as protests continue all across the country.
Here at home, police clear encampments at UConn and Yale. Some students arrested during the process. We are live in stores with a look at where things stand this morning.
And Bridgeport's ballot scandal is heading to the state Supreme Court. We're going to have a preview of the arguments the justices are going to be hearing.
All local, all morning. This is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us and spending part of your day here with us at Fox 61 and Fox 61 Plus. I'm Erica Arias.
And I'm Keith McGilvery, sitting in a new chair that won't go down. I'm like a foot taller than you.
You're a little bit taller than me.
Anyways, grateful you're here. A lot to get to this morning. The newly engaged Symphony Privet standing by with a check on traffic. We'll get to her beaming in just a moment, but starting with Rachel Piscatelli on weather.
Have you seen it?
I'm waiting to be surprised here.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But I'm very excited for her.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. We've been talking about it all morning long. We are so excited for her. All right, good morning. It is 6:01 right now, and we have some showers that are out there this morning. Rain moves out this morning, though, especially for eastern Connecticut, where we're still hanging on to a few raindrops. Here's what it looks like on the satellite and radar, where you can see we have that rain in southeastern Connecticut towards 395. Also, some of the heaviest is now pushing into Rhode Island. Rain has wrapped up over in Hartford with temperatures around 53 degrees, 50 in Torrington now, 53 in New Haven, temperatures in eastern Connecticut in the upper 40s. So yes, it is a little bit cooler out there than this time yesterday, although it's still pretty comfortable. So for today, we are expecting things to dry out. There could be a pop-up shower later on today with partial sunshine developing later on too. High temperatures today in the upper 60s for areas inland to near 70 for some folks, a little bit cooler for areas in southeastern Connecticut and along the shoreline. We'll detail out where we go from here coming up. Symphony, good morning.
Good morning. Glad to be back at work.
I know. Happy to have you. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Saw Keith and Erica moving over there as I was
they
talking.
went to get a close-up of the ring.
As they should. We are so happy for you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's check out how the morning commute is shaping up on this Wednesday in the 6 o'clock hour. We're going to start off with a live look out at I-84 in Waterbury this morning, where we are seeing the construction zone out there has cleared up. Traffic volume starting to pick up as folks get up and at it on this Wednesday. Checking out a live look across the state, also looking at Fairfield, Stonington, and Middletown this morning. Checking out the Waterbury drive times now. Should be smooth sailing for you on 84 as well as Route 8 at this hour. And back here in the capital city, hey, no big delays to report on 91, 84, or Route 2. We've got your next update coming up at 6:30.
Symphony, thank you. Well, this morning, the UConn and Yale campuses are free of encampments. Police at both schools forced students out yesterday morning.
So students at both schools say they plan to be back to their pro-Palestinian efforts as well. Fox 61's Brooke Griffin live at the UConn campus for us in stores. Brooke, covering these protests now. You've been out there for weeks. Different dynamics on different days. What's it looking like today?
Yeah, so I mean, even a 24-hour difference is making all the difference here at this point. These UConn students were here at this Dove Tower kind of green area for the past 7 days, but that is no longer the case. Everything's gone. It looks like there's no sign of them ever even being here at this point, as all of their tents, sleeping bags, chairs, whatever it may have been, are completely gone at this point. But the students say that they do plan to be back. This is something that's only temporary. Early yesterday morning, UConn police moved into the encampment. They gave final warnings, but some students just still would not leave on their own. Police arrested 25 people total, 24 students and one former student, most all of them charged with criminal trespass and disorderly conduct. They were released last night. The university says that they cannot discuss if any of them will be facing consequences on the academic side of things as well. Students at Yale say that they were also woken up and told to leave their campus yesterday morning. Now, currently, we do have a photographer there keeping an eye on things. He said that there's no students. It's very, very quiet and clear on their campus as well. But yesterday, again, not the case. Those students stood protesting on the sidewalk nearby, watching their belongings get taken away. No arrests were made, and there were no physical confrontations with police over at Yale. One student says it's upsetting to see her university not supporting them.
Yale has called in police multiple times. It's a really aggressive, militant approach to peaceful protests, and I think it goes against the stated mission of the school, and it's pretty appalling that Yale's response to us demanding that Yale divest from genocide is to come in and sweep the area, threaten arrest, threaten suspension.
And Yale leaders did respond to those protests in a statement saying yesterday morning, over the past several days, administrators communicated to the protesters that their encampment and activities violated the university's policies and were disrupting academic and university operations. The university does not tolerate the violation of its long-standing policies on using on-campus outdoor spaces, postering and chalking, or the use of amplified sound. And again, we spoke with both those Yale students and the UConn students as well. They say that they're resting a bit, that they're taking a break, and then regrouping to try to come back out and continue those efforts. They say that they will go through graduation if need be at both schools. And then if the war is still going on come August and September, many of them say that they'll just pick right back up where they left off. Live in stores, Brooke Griffin, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Brooke, thank you for the update there. 6:06. Meantime, violent protests happening overnight at UCLA. Pro-Palestinian and pro-Israeli protesters clashing just hours after the university declared an encampment on campus illegal. Police in riot gear arrived a couple of hours ago, but they did not immediately intervene. People throwing chairs and shoving and kicking one another. Some hit each other with sticks. Last night, officials at UCLA told the protesters who were camping to clear their tents and disperse. Otherwise, they would be suspended or expelled. The students who organized the encampment called the announcement a cowardly intimidation tactic and said they weren't going anywhere. Stay with us for updates as we have seen scenes like this. University of North Carolina, I believe, yesterday as well. So a lot going on, and we will follow it throughout the morning.
Meantime, police at Columbia University in New York cleared protesters who took over an administration building as part of their protests. NYPD officers entered the campus after the university asked them for help. Dozens of people were arrested there. Officials say no one was hurt. Columbia said students who occupied the building could be expelled. Police also cleared a tent encampment on school grounds. Columbia said the NYPD will now be on patrol through May 17th. That is the last day of commencement events. Meantime, House Republicans say they're going to be looking at federal funding for universities allowing pro-Palestine protests, threatening to withhold it.
Anti-Semitism is a virus, and because the administration and woke university presidents aren't stepping in, we're seeing it spread.
While I support and defend the First Amendment right, it's not acceptable when students have to deal with anti-Semitism on campus or calls for genocide.
The White House condemned the events at Columbia, saying in a statement, forcibly taking over buildings is not peaceful. It is wrong. All new this morning, Brown University could take steps to end its investments in companies that do business with Israel. Officials announced an agreement that they made with protesters who were camped out at the school in Providence. As part of the deal, students ended their encampment. 5 students will meet with the Corporation of Brown University this month to argue for divesting funds. A Brown committee will also take up the issue in the fall, and then the corporation will vote in October. The Brown Divest Coalition is calling this a victory and says it will pressure Brown to make sure that it holds to the agreement.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says his military will invade Rafah with or without a ceasefire deal with Hamas. Netanyahu says the city is Hamas's last stronghold, the city packed with hundreds of thousands of Palestinians who fled their homes during the war. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken in Israel this morning to advance ceasefire talks. He met with Israeli President Isaac Herzog just a few hours ago. This is his 7th visit to the region since the war started back in October. A lot going on here. It is changing, a lot of it impacting schools in our region as well. Count on Connecticut's news station for updates on these protests and the ongoing war in Gaza, as well as any new developments that come our way. Updates anytime, anywhere, the Fox 61 News app and fox61.com.
The Bridgeport ballot scandal is back in the spotlight today, this time at the Connecticut Supreme Court. Justices are going to hear arguments this morning about whether 3 voters in the city can make citizens' arrests of 2 people who allegedly mishandled absentee ballots. Now, those people are Democratic official Wanda Geer-Pataki and Bridgeport Councilwoman Anita Martinez. State law allows citizens' arrests as long as there was a violation of election law and the citizens have good reason to believe the allegations. A Superior Court judge ordered a new primary and general election in the mayor's race in Bridgeport after seeing video of people stuffing drop boxes with absentee ballots. Now, a different judge denied the voters' request for arrest warrants, saying that the state statute violates the 4th Amendment of the Constitution, which requires probable cause for an arrest.